Monday, everyone. I hope you all had an amazing Easter because it is Easter Monday today. I've not filmed in literally over a week. I just had a lot going on. But today is the start of a hectic week. I'm going to take you along for a trip to Melbourne this weekend for IFBB Nationals. I'm going to show you my new meal prep plan. We've started a new meal plan as of yesterday. New low calories. Weight has been moving really well. New low this morning, and I'm really starting to feel it in my face. So anyway, I need to make my salad, but yeah, welcome. And that's about it, because I feel like my brain is just dead today. Dead. I will actually go through a day of food in the new meal plan, but this is meal 3. So chicken, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, pineapple, and barbecue sauce. Good morning, team. Happy Thursday. I have not filmed at all the last few days because honestly there's been so much going on. By the way, iPhone quality, so sorry, but I'm just gonna do it right now while I'm doing cardio. I launched my rebrand for my online coaching business. So if you don't know, I have been my own business owner for over 2 years now. I was working previously for someone else. But yeah, so my previous business name was Team Immo, but now I do have coaches that work under my brand. So it just felt like it was time to have a name and a brand and a business that reflected my community and just the team that I built. I'm sorry, puffing, oh my God. So we are now called Momentum Method, which I'm just so freaking proud of. Worked so hard for so long. At launch Tuesday night, so I've just kind of been sitting in that and just reflecting, but also we've been pushing quite hard this week in prep. I've dropped 1 kilo in a week, which is great, so it's 2.5 and 3, but I'm feeling it. It's like, I think because we finished the dieting phase in November last year, and it's like nearly May now, so even though we were in a build for a while, I was fucking hungry the whole time because we're being conservative, because we wanted to make sure that we were leaving my physique in the best possible state to start a prep with low body fat, which we absolutely did, because originally my stage weight was going to be 53. I do believe we'll need to be like 52, 51, but I'm still only like 3.5 kilos away from that new low predicted stage weight. So I'm like within striking range, so which is good. But I'm going to Melbourne this weekend for Caitlin and Taylor's IFBB national show, and I will be going out for a steak Sunday night, which, if you know me, previously in other preps, that would give me major anxiety. I would say no, and I wouldn't go eat out. But there's reasons why we pulled things back this week to account for it. I will be just eating protein and veg during the day, and I'll just be getting protein and veg when we go out for dinner. So we've been very over cautious, but that's more for my anxiety. But we've come a long way, because I would never have eaten out in my last prep. So we still have a fair bit of time before show. I'm not going to tell you when I'm competing. I'm just going to leave that for now. But yeah, so we fly Saturday morning. Got my check-in today. And then hopefully from there, just less chaos, but it's going to be a freaking hectic weekend between my best friend and my client competing. I will not be sitting still. So anyway, you can't see anything, but yeah, I feel good this week. I feel good. The energy's fucking dog shit, but when you drop like that, you're going to feel it. So, and I'm pretty fucking I've stayed lean, so the fatigue's just there. Anyway, I need to finish this cardio. I'm about to go in and do my check-in and train with Justin. I'm going to try and film some of it, if I remember. But I've just done a few errands beforehand, like get the camera? Get some dog food for Jaxie boy, because he's going to my girlfriend Kira's house this weekend when we go to Melbourne, and I don't trust my dog with many people. But I love Kira so much, and they're going to have the best weekend ever, and they've got a little puppy. So yeah, there's lots to happen. There's lots happening before we leave Saturday, but you can't see anything. But nah, you can't see shit right now. But yeah, there's a lot happening. So I need to go inside. I just spilled my pre-workout everywhere in the car, so that's lit. 3 seconds later.
Okay. Now.
Oh, bougie.
Bruh. Well, everything seems to be moving pretty smooth right now. Your hunger levels.
It's actually been pretty fine today. I haven't been hungry, I've just yesterday I felt pretty fucking dog shit.
Sleep now.
Yeah, it's been much better.
Yeah?
With,
You're just sticking to that routine?
Yeah.
You're just going to stick to it. What was this morning?
55.5.
Holy.
So 1.1. Since last week. That's 56.6. Calories per day is basically the same as what it was if you average out high and low days that we were doing.
Yeah.
Just more consistent of the same shit every day, which I think my body's much preferring.
Yeah. I see with the refeed back in, like even as I had it planned, it was like back up to 1650 in June. So it'll probably be earlier than that. I reckon it's probably going to be like the start of June, which is like 9 weeks out from the New Zealand show. But comparatively to where we were when we did our test diet, yeah, you're a lot stronger, you know. So I did not know who used to be that girl.
I swear I told you.
You may have done, but I just don't think I've ever seen a visual picture before.
I don't keep many photos. Well, I don't have any photos myself, but Mum sent me all of
The
them.
face is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing, is that consistent period, because you constantly have a rubber band pulling on, especially when you've had X amount of fat cells and then you get low in body fat, you're going to always have that rubber band around you pulling you this way. So it's like for you to stay requires constant discipline, and that's what people don't understand, is that we're not doing it easy every day. It's not easy to maintain this body.
No. That's what I mean. Even like I found I was a lot hungrier and a lot more food focused in the build than I am now. My mental, I would argue, has a bigger role in my Crohn's than my physical.
I would absolutely agree.
Like, if I'm stressed or lack of sleep or overwhelmed or
That's
in an uncontrolled state of emotion, my flare-ups are so substantially worse than what they are when I've got my shit under control mentally.
Yeah. We should show you this part of the video, how much you get spoken about.
I'm gonna fucking crop it for it. It is 4:45 and we have just gotten through the airport. I have got my coffee, which I'm a bit nervous about because it's not Zarafas, but we have got the 6 AM flight to Melbourne for the show, which I said the other day, which I haven't actually picked up my camera since then, so I'm going to do my best to film this entire weekend. Some I may be on my iPhone because I kind of forget that I have a camera still. This one's just still half asleep, so we've already done our cardio, we've done some steps. The house is clean, kind of.
Good morning.
He hates being on the camera, so are you excited?
Yeah, it's going to be good standards, so look forward to it.
Then I need this coffee. I'm really nervous, it's not going to be good. I'm really...
Lean forward a little bit.
It was unanimous. Asked before how many of one of the 3 hours for Kate McGinnis.
Oh, they look good. They look good. See how bad we got them.
And spread them wide.
Alright team, happy Thursday. Got on my iPhone in my car. I'm driving to the airport. I'm going to upload some of the footage that I got is in portrait. Is that the right one? Portrait? I don't really know. Not landscape. I think that's right. I don't really know. Of the weekend. Honestly, I wanted to film a lot of it, but I was just so extremely present between Taylor obviously competing and Caitlin competing, and in between that as well, like I was trying to work and do my own prep shit, and I had like a pretty friggin' emotional week in general. When you're dieting, and I think when you're in prep, it's super important to remember, like, your emotions do get heightened, whether you want to believe that or not. And like, as much as I'm like, I'm all good, like, things do get to me a little bit easier, and I do get a little bit more emotional when I'm dieting, and I'm super aware of that. So whether I'd like to admit it is another thing. So I didn't really film, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a wrap up. I'm actually on the way right now to get Caitlin from the airport, and she is going to have her IFBB Pro card with her. So she won. Like, it's just wild. It's just wild. I have seen this woman work day in and day out so hard for 6 years now, right? So to see her be able to achieve a pro card now in every federation, like ICN, FMG/WBFF and IFBB, and the level and the caliber of athletes that she was against, she has never competed against people like that, of that level. And she just, oh my God, like, I cried and cried and cried with Justin and AJ, and it was just such an emotional moment seeing her finally just feel so content, and you could just see the way that she was up there was just so special and so magical, and it's just honestly a moment that will live forever in my head. So it was that, and then Taylor as well absolutely freaking crushed it. We already knew what we needed to do before we went into this show, but it was more just like, why not? It wasn't quite what they were looking for, but again, we knew that coming in. We had a lot to do in terms of development to just fill out that a little bit more into the criteria. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing moving forward. On top of that, I got a new low on the day of her show, Sunday. We actually went out for dinner on the Sunday night and we had a beautiful steak, which was just so amazing to be able to enjoy that meal with her. She's now actually back in prep, so she is now just over 14 weeks out, like 14 and a half weeks out, which is super exciting for her to wrap up her season as a pro athlete in another country. So like, what's the word I want to find? Representing Australia as an IFBB Pro is so freaking incredible. So I'm very excited for her for that. So we are both in prep. She's actually moving into my house in a couple of weeks, so I'm so excited to live with her again, and my partner and her absolutely love each other dearly, so it just is going to be such a good vibe. So we're both going to be in prep together again, which is super exciting. And obviously Christian's in prep, or just about to start prep himself, so it's going to be a house of prep. But we're so excited. So yeah, I got a new low, then I went up a little bit after the meal out, to be expected. More sodium in my system, more food in my system, and then this morning actually I've woken up with an all-time new low of this prep, which actually is the same low that I got at the end of my dieting phase last year. And this has happened in, I think it's like 3.5 weeks I've been dieting. We've managed to hit the low that we got at 10 weeks of dieting for that. So it's, yeah, we're in such a good place. We're cruising now. Like, I am going to keep dieting. We could bring food back up, but I just want to get to where we need to get to in terms of my leg conditioning, because my legs just take so long to come in. We want to get that in a really good spot, and I'm not that hungry. Like, I'm hungry in the sense of, yeah, it's low food, but like, I'm just so focused in a prep that I'm so not food focused in prep, which is really nice. It's never been that way for me. Yeah, I'm hungry and I can recognize I'm hungry, but I'm not actually like looking for food, if that makes sense. So Happy days. But anyway, so that is that. I'm going to pick her up now. I will show you. I've got a little surprise for her next to my seat. So I will show you the reaction. I'm so excited to see her. Whoa, that's... I gotta put in 0.5 because it's a big balloon.
Big balloon.
Oh, we got our armbands on.
Cutest.
Would you like to put it
One moment.
back in the back
Just
seat?
stay there. Stay.
Are they yelling at me? No, it should be right. There's also ice packs in there because I did not want it to melt.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's so fucking cute. Stop it. Look at that.
I know. Little memory lip. That's when you become pro in that bed. Now we got a new one. You're gonna be a bit swollen probably after the flight, so I thought that might be useful.
I'll be a bit swollen after all this goodness, actually, to be fair.
I'm so excited for you.
God.
That was the most chaotic video. Half of it was on my iPhone. Honestly, I'm gonna go and end this and then start the next one. So I'll go through everything in a little bit of why I've been a little bit MIA. But I hope you enjoyed that chaotic video and I'll see you in literally the next one.